Good morning, Gladiators. Today is Wednesday, October 28th. So today we're going to be reviewing the F in SIFT, figurative language. Figurative language means using similes, metaphors, personification, idioms, hyperboles, and more. So if we look at this poem, and we're going to be looking for figurative language. An emerald is as green as grass, a ruby as red as blood, a sapphire shines as blue as heaven, a flint lies in the mud. And so because we are comparing two objects using like or as, then these are similes within this poem. Okay, let's see. So figurative language is not the literal function as defined. So the car is blue. He caught the football. Figuratively is beyond the literal meaning, such as I got your back or you're a doll. And so the words mean more than what they literally project. A simile is when you compare two things using like or as. The metal twisted like a ribbon. She is as sweet as candy. It is important that when you use like or as, it doesn't necessarily make it a simile. A comparison must be made. I like pizza is not a simile. The moon is like the pizza. That would be a simile. A metaphor is when you compare two things not using like or as. All the world is a stage. The world is a stage. It's a metaphor. She has a stone heart. Personification is when you give human traits to objects that are not human, or ideas, non-human things. The sunlight danced. Only humans can dance, and so the sunlight, which is not human, is now given a human characteristic or action, so that is personification. Water on the lake shivers. A hyperbole is when you exaggerate a strong feeling or emotion. I will love you forever. My house is a million miles from here. So it is an extreme exaggeration. I'd like for you to be writing these down in your LMB, so make sure that you press pause every time that you need more time. So please take a moment to look at this short clip that talks about figurative language. And there is an Ed puzzle I'd like for you to complete. If you click on the link in Schoology, it'll take you to Ed puzzle. And it's going to ask you to log in, and here is your code, and then there will be an assignment that I'd like for you to complete. And there'll be one for your class, ELA 45. Please let me know if you need any help with this. I'd be happy to help you. Just send me an email. And then after we are done with that, on the second half of class, we read the poem Monarch Magic yesterday, and I will send that over so it's in this folder as well. But you will be completing a SIFT chart using that same poem that we read yesterday, completing figurative language. And you will be identifying the figurative language and then providing text evidence. And so you'll be looking for 3 different examples from that poem. But before we do that, we're going to read this one other poem and practice finding figurative language. So we're going to write down the figurative language that we find in this poem. I ate a spicy pepper. I ate a spicy pepper from my brother on a dare. The pepper caught my head on fire and burned off all my hair. Okay, so that would be an extreme exaggeration, such as in a hyperbole. My mouth erupted lava, and my tongue began to melt. My ears were shooting jets of steam, at least that's how I felt. So we have another hyperbole. I ricocheted around the room. I ran across the ceiling. I dove right in the freezer to relieve the burning feeling. I drank 1,000 soda pops and chewed a ton of ice to try to stop the scorching of that spicy pepper's spice. At last the flames extinguished. I admitted to my brother that pepper was the best one yet. May I please have another? So this poem is filled with hyperboles, extreme exaggerations, and I'd like for you to find those. And this is the poem that we read yesterday, and you'll be completing that assignment in Schoology. There's going to be another video using the Raven slides for you to read the first part of the Raven today, and we'll read the second part tomorrow, and then there'll be a link to watch a short cartoon over the Raven. That's all we have for today, gladiators. If you have questions, please let me know. Have a great day.